Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Lovable Shelly's BL Reactions. I'm Shelly, obviously. Anyway, so we finished off Love by Chance episode 1. My reaction to that. Little fangirl moments with the Saint, but like he's just so pretty. And now we are gonna do Love by Chance episode 2. Now just remember, if you have not done it already, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bells so you can be reminded of the days that I do post. Clearly I am like mass reacting at the moment, which is why I'm in the same outfit, so I'm sorry. But happens. Okay, so anyway, also if you do have any other BL suggestions for me, now remember I have the Viki app, I have Drama Cool, and I do have YouTube. As long as they are English subtitled, please go ahead and leave those in the comment section right down there. Sound good? Sounds great. Okay, now, as you all saw, I do have a new opening shot. So you don't just see me, you see a picture of me. And, that's one of my favorite pictures of myself, which is why I did make that one as my little opening to my reactions. Hope y'all feel the same way that I do. Okay, now, with that being said, let's get into my reaction to Love by Chance episode 2. Let go. Sorry, I just honestly love that opening song. But yes, I do skip it so we can get right to, So, the opening scene takes us to where we left off in the first episode. But now you see Tin. And Tin is not too happy that Can is talking to somebody that Tin feels is below him. Can't. I'm dead. Why is he so pretty? Can't. And he goes, thanks, Chance, for letting us meet up again. He's so. He's so cute. I can't. I do love the song. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my heart. And his smirk smile is so cute. Of course, he parked somewhere he's not supposed to. But he's standing right there. And P is like, I'm so sorry, I'll move the car now. And the security guard is like yelling at P. And like, you didn't care or you didn't see the no parking. Like, Pete was right by his car, so he technically didn't. Well, he parked it, but he's right by the car. And then he tells the guy, I'll move the car. And the security guard is still fucking yelling at him. Thank God for Pete coming in to take care of it. He does like put the security guard in place, but he also reprimands Pete. dick. And then they're gonna go eat. And Pete didn't really reprimand him. He just said, don't park here again, ever again. Like, this is when Pete finds out, or when A finds out that Pete doesn't normally eat breakfast. And A is like, no. Like, he like slams on his brakes of his bike and sends Pete forward, and Pete bumps his head, and he like against A's back, and then Pete gets like a red spot here where he hit A. Dude, it doesn't hurt, but if you keep touching me like this, something else is going to. I seriously just love the relationship between Pete and A. I can't help but not love it. It's so cute. You are not abnormal. There is nothing wrong with you. Fuck. Exactly. Exactly, because there's nothing wrong with Pete. He is normal. He's not abnormal. And for anyone that is struggling with their sexuality and thinking that they are abnormal, and you will hear me ranting about this a few times because of what's going on with Pete, but for anyone who thinks that they are abnormal because of their sexuality, or they're having conflicting thoughts about their gender and they're not sure if they're in the right body, there is nothing fucking wrong with you. You are perfect just the way you are. And if you feel like you are transgender and you do need, that kind of thing done to where you feel more comfortable in your body, fine. Go for it. Everyone has a right to feel comfortable in his, hers, their body. It does not matter. You should be comfortable in your own skin. And if you're not, without being too dramatic about it, If you're not happy, you have the right to change it and make yourself happy. Just don't go overboard with it. But if you were feeling abnormal because of your sexuality, because of your identity, whatever you're feeling abnormal about, remember that you are not abnormal. You are normal. Normal. Plain, simple, straight to the point. You are normal. There is nothing fucking wrong with you. And anyone who says otherwise can come fight me. Because I'll already throw a fist. Oh, look, Pete, you got what you wanted anyway. Pete has your number and you're gonna have his. You got what you wanted anyway. So we got what he wanted anyway. It's so cute. I adore the fucking two of them together. And I will say this now. Saint has unbelievable chemistry. Sorry. Once again, Saint has unbelievable chemistry with no matter who he's working with. With Perth, with Z, he did another show called Please Her that I've watched. And the girl in that, he had fucking outstanding chemistry with her too. I'm like, dude, this guy has unbelievable chemistry with everybody, and his like looks are just like, if you have not seen Please Her yet and you want to see him in a girl, boy, or male, female role, that one fucking kills me, okay? I was fucking broken so bad with that one because he looked so in that one. But yeah, so that's another one to watch. Unfortunately, because it is not a BL, I cannot review it. However, if you did want me to review it, let me know in the comments below and I will find a way to do it. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, that one, it's a movie, not a TV series, fucking killed me. Anyway, let's get back into Love by Chance episode 2. He brought food for them. It's so cute. So cute. Shrimp rice soup. I love shrimp. Yes, Pete, you're going back to his dorm room. The messy ass, disgusting ass dorm room that you have to be careful of because you never know where Pond fucking jacked off at. So, Pond was listening to porn and jacking off late last night, but he was listening to the porn clip super loudly. So their neighbors heard, because the dorm walls are super fucking thin. The neighbors thought that they brought girls home and were fucking the girl until they heard like the Chinese or Korean or something voice, and then the neighbors all knocked on the door and Pond let them in, and they had like a porn watch party. Like, dude, like, Jesus fucking Christ on a cracker Pond. Like, really? No. Like, dude, what the fuck? Japanese, sorry. Sorry, they had a viewing masturbation party. Like, really, dude? Like, be respectful. Fuck. A bit messy. Your room is fucking disgusting. Oh, it's so gross. Pete, don't touch that. Don't touch Pete, no. He's like, I'm just gonna take my shirt off now. And Pete has now forgotten how to breathe. I can't with A. He's just like, yeah, my shirt's off. Like, it's no big deal. I'm just gonna pet his head. The head petting. That whole... Every time I see the guys do it, it fucking kills me. I'm like, I want somebody to do that to my head. Your hair is so soft. Your cheeks are soft. Your hand... Yeah. A proceeds to like touch his cheeks, touch his hands, and they're like hitting Pete, and A's just like, yep, cheeks are soft, hands are soft. Well, your skin is soft. Give me your hand. Like, dude, you're fucking killing that boy. He's afraid to touch Pete because he's afraid he'll bruise him. No, you're not making him uncomfortable. Pete's like, I don't want you to hate me, but I'm. And then A's like, gay. Would I have a problem with that if I by doing this? And then he like puts his hands on his face and get super close to Pete, like they're getting ready to kiss, and then like obviously they don't. And Pon shows up, and Pon does, Pon things. So Pete and A are eating breakfast. Pon takes Pete's food because Pete says he's full. And then Pon asks him who his favorite adult film star is, or adult video star is. And of course, Pete's like, what's that? Because Pete is such a sheltered little bean. He has no idea. So that happens. Of course, that happens. And it's the cutest thing, because, like, he's such a sheltered little bean. It's so adorable. I love that Pond is not stupid, and Pond just like is going like this because he knows that that Pete likes A. So he's like, I'm gonna plot. Like, it's fucking Pond. He's like, how do I get these two together? How do I do this? Like, he's trying to plot how to get like A to admit his feelings for Pete, because Pete's still like, he's just a friend. Poor fucking A. Like, A is saying that. Pete's like, there's nothing going on between us. Like, it's no... Because right now, Pete has a crush on A, but A has a crush on Pete, but won't admit it. Like, but Pete is being like, doing the whole googly eyes every time he sees A. So, it's very clear that, like, Pete wants A, but A is still kind of like, he's just a friend. Because also keep in mind, like I said last episode, A's never been attracted to or crushing on anyone. Like, he's never been sexually attracted. From what I'm gathering from the show anyway, from how they make it seem, he's never been sexually attracted or has had a crush or anything like that with anybody before, regardless of their gender. He's never liked anyone. So this is like whole new territory for this poor boy, and he doesn't know how to react. He's like, what do I do? Like, I don't know. Like, so in his mind, they're just friends. Like, he doesn't understand, like, he's starting to develop feelings and attraction towards Pete. But when he does realize it, holy shit. Like, damn, A, you have had some bottled up, built up energy. Because I don't think, from what I've gathered, I don't think A's ever even, like, masturbated or anything before, like, that, like I said, I don't think he's felt sexual attraction towards anybody or anything until he met Pete. So poor A is like, whole new world for him. He's like, what the fuck do I do? It's the best thing ever. I love that Pond literally tells A, like, Pete likes you. He's targeting you. That part I do not like, because he's not targeting him. He's becoming friends with him. But then Pond's like, so you better watch your ass. That upsets me a lot. Like, Pond says it in a joking manner, but I know that there are a lot of people that feel that way, that feel like homosexuals are targeting them, are trying to convert them, and that's not how we are, because you can't be converted. You're born that way. You're like, I can't even remember what show I've watched, and it was probably 20 or 30 years ago. It was a long time ago. But they did research when I was watching this video. They did research, and the homosexual brain is actually different than the heterosexual one. So you're literally you're born that way. So yeah. Tin has now showed up. Like, these two girls were asking Pete, oh, do you think the teacher's going to assign us a project of quarters? Like, we were told by a senior that was going to happen. Do you want to be in our group? Like, we won't have you do too much work. And then Tin comes in, he goes, fucking annoying. Because Tin doesn't really like anybody. And I don't even think he technically likes Pete all that much. I think, like, him and Pete are friends, yeah, but because of what happened to Tin when he was younger regarding his family, he doesn't trust fucking anybody. Like, he wants to trust people, but he learned the hard way not to. So I don't even know if he 100% trusts Pete either. Tin confronts Pete about him hanging out with, as Tin calls them, the Thai program kids. And he literally says, rich people like us should only befriend those of our own kind. Dude, not everybody is after you for your money. Not everybody cares about that. Not everybody cares about your fucking last name. Like, who the hell cares? Yes, you did say something wrong, asshat. So, some girl goes up to Tin and is like, can you give me a ride home? Blah, 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 whatever it is. And Can sees him, and Can's like, oh, that girl's so pretty. Oh, this guy, like, how does he think he is for rejecting this girl? not understanding that that girl literally only wanted a ride from Tin once again because of who he is. So Tin has had a lot of trouble with people trying to use him. Sorry. He's had a lot of people trying to use him, so he's very guarded. And that girl did not help. No, it is not your business. Let's go get a free meal from Fino. And then he looks and Good is like, poor Can. Good is like, right, like, so this is Can, and Good's like, right there. So when he turns around and he freaks out. That was great. It's Sammy! Sorry, you will see me freaking out over Sammy, the fucking goddess, queen, gorgeous woman that she is. As much as you will see me freaking out over Saint. I fucking adore Sammy so fucking much. She's so beautiful and she's so talented. I fucking love her to pieces. I follow her posts like big time on Instagram, just like I do with Saint. But like, she just, the pictures she posts, and of course I follow her on TikTok because she's like a fucking, like, I follow all of them on TikTok, but like, I just fucking adore her. She's so beautiful and she seems so genuine and so sweet from everything I've seen from her. So, you know, she's like that person that I would think would be like, she's like considered like a best friend or a sister even because she's that sweet and kind. So fucking nosy. Pond is so fucking nosy. Pete is so cute. He asks like he calls her Auntie Jew, Jiew, but I think she's like his cook or like one of his servant people. And she goes, I can just make it for you, young master, or yeah, I can just make it for you, master. And he goes, no, I want to cook it myself for someone. He wants to make it for A. It's so cute. Like Pete, I can't. This beautiful human being right here. Like this bean. This beautiful bean. I fucking adore him and he's so adorable. Please, God, or any religious persons, for the love of God, please don't ever let him see this. Sorry, I had to give a quick prayer because, like, if he ever sees this and sees me fangirling this hard over him, I will be mortified. So please do not let Saint see these. Aw, he asked for the biggest shrimps. So cute. He's so adorable. Oh my god. Ugh. Trump, go the fuck away. I love the fact that like Trump is getting ready to like fight Pete and A and Pawn show up. I fucking love that A literally saves Pete's ass. Like every time Pete's in trouble, A's like, I'm here to save the day. Like I'm a superhero. Trump literally says the only thing that Pete is good for is the money in his wallet. Is the money he has because he comes from a very wealthy family. A literally defends him, and then Trump turns around and says, "Oh, you're one of them, right? Just by looking at you, I bet you he doesn't have to pay you much." Like, dude, that ticked A off so bad. Like, A was like ready to throw punches. Pawn shows up and he's like, Pawn being Pawn is like, for you it's a dirty fight, for us it's a team fight. Like, because it was 2-on-1. But but Trump just kind of does what he like, threatens Pete again and then leaves. And Pond is like, why did you let him go? Blah blah blah. And A's like, dude, we're in the middle of campus. Like, do you want to be kicked out of school? Like, what the fuck? Use your brain. I love this part because how I'm looking at it with my background and the stuff that I'm like, whatever, into or anything. How I look at this and the way A tells Pawn to take his bicycle because he's no longer hungry and he's skipping classes because he's going to talk to Pete. The way I'm seeing it is how a Dom would talk to their submissive, how a dominant would talk to their sub, that type of thing. Like, A being the Dom, Pete being the sub, and A's like, I need to straighten you out. Like, you're in trouble. You disregarded my rules. I'm going to punish you. That's how I'm looking at it. See, and A's like, how many times have I told you if you were in trouble to call me? Am I just an acquaintance to you? Am I somebody that you barely know? Because right now, you are my friend. And I will do anything to protect my friends. But Pete's never had, like, Pete's so afraid to, like, even remotely ask A for help that, like, it's ridiculous. Dude, just ask this boy for help. So this is when Pond comes into class, late, of course, and he's like, oh, I'm right on time, blah, blah, blah. And he sees the smoothie shop girl, or the coffee shop girl. He talks to her, she, like, yells at him. So the teacher has them do this ruler thing, which I don't think is actually allowed, but I guess whatever for the drama. So he has one tip of the ruler in his mouth. She has the other tip of the ruler in her mouth. Well, they're trying to, like, take this test and stuff. And it's the funniest fucking thing ever. So Pond says that he's quarter Italian. And the coffee shop girl, because that's what he calls her right now, is the coffee shop girl. She called me a quarter ghost. She called me a quarter ghost. So instead of him being quarter Italian, she calls him quarter ghost. But I love the fact that she's basically playing hard to get with Pond. Because, like, girls adore Pond because of his look, the Thai looks that he has and all this stuff. So, like, the fact that she kind of, like, makes him work for it to get her is why I think Pond fell for her and why she stands out above the crowd, because she's making him work for it. If you give in to people like everybody does, they're just going to see you as another number or another notch on their belt or however it is. But if you make them work to get your attention, if you make them work to get you more than they've had to work for anybody else, that kind of makes you stand out and makes you special to them. So I love that Pond is like, at first I thought Pete was the top. But seeing him hunched by the wall like that, he's definitely a bottom. And poor A. Poor A is like, what the heck is the top and the bottom? Poor A. This is why I'm saying A has never, like, experienced it before. And Pete's, and of course, Pond's like, dude, come on, really? It's the active and passive gay. Like, the active one is the top, the passive one is the bottom. But sometimes they switch. Prefer to, or guys should take a shower. Enjoy topping and bottom your ass alone. You gotta love fucking Pete with that comment. So Pond goes, I actually think you two are perfect for each other. A fragile one like Pete and a tiny one like you suit each other. And of course, A goes, Pond, you asshole, and then, like, karate kicks him off of Pete's bed, or off of A's bed, I mean, before he goes to take a shower. Aww. I freaking love the 3 cheer squad gays. Yes, I'm calling them gays. The 3 gays that are in the cheer squad who asked Pete to join. These 3 right here. I fucking adore them all so much. They're so cute. So, like, Techno is like, okay, you guys, like, other seniors are giving me a hard time. Please don't ruin the reputation of the team. Like, please show up to practice and blah, 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 blah. Whatever he says. But he calls, Can, Albino Monkey, and Can's like, my name is not Albino Monkey, it's Can. Out of that whole entire speech, that's what Can picked up on. Like, dude, what the fuck? So, Tin gets a call from his mom, and she's like, you have to come here, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, why don't you get your favorite son, Duke, meaning Tin's older brother. And so it's Pond and A and their 2 friends, which one of them is Sammy. I fucking love her. Decide to go out to eat. A invites Pete. Pete is getting ready to come with them. This is the first time, like, they're gonna be meeting Pete. But that is basically the end of Love by Chance episode 2. So if you guys enjoyed my little fangirl moments and my reaction, please go ahead and hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be notified of the days of the week that I do post, for every post that I do make, obviously. Also, if you have any BL suggestions for me, just remember it has to be on YouTube, the Viki app, or Drama Cool, and English subtitled. Please leave those in the comment section down below, and I will go ahead and check those out. Until next time, peace, mwah, love, bye guys.